Randall Hughes with God Glorified, and we're commenting on today's readings for August the 17th, which was from Jeremiah chapters 18, 19, 20, and 47, and 48 through 25. 48 verses 1 through 25. Beginning was Jeremiah going down to the house of the potter. And this is a passage that many of us love, and there's an old song that we've heard about this story. How that there was a potter that made a vessel. Jeremiah went to his house and was watching the potter put the vessel on the wheel. He made the vessel, and it was marred in the potter's hand. But the potter took and remade the vessel to remove the marring of it, to make it a good vessel. And there was an old song that said, I was that vessel that no one thought was good, but the potter took and remade me again. And I believe that can be anyone's testimony that seeks to be remade by God, seeks to repent and to walk in his ways and to obey him. And that's what he's telling Jerusalem. Jerusalem and Judah here through the house of the potter, the house of Israel. He's saying, I can remake you. I can put you back together. He said, but also I can pull down. He said, I can determine to bless somebody, but if I can change, if they do evil and choose not to obey, then I can take away the benefit, the good that I would do for them. Just like if you repent, I can take away the evil that I have determined against you. And so that's the awesome thing with our God. Although we fail, he is merciful and gracious. Now, as we've read, there's a point where he gets tired of hearing the repenting. There's a point where you can cross the line with God and exhaust his mercy. And it's interesting at the end of chapter 18, the enemies of Jeremiah basically cursed them. He was going, they are recompensing evil for my good, in verses 20 through 23. He says, remember, I stood for thee, God, to speak good for them and to turn away wrath from them. Therefore, deliver up their children to famine. He's bringing a curse on them, basically saying, God, curse them, pour out the sword, take away let their wives be bereaved of their children and be widows, and let the cry be heard. And he says, you know all their counsel against me, God. Forgive not their slaughter, their iniquity, neither blot out their sin from thy sight, but let them be overthrown before they deal thus with them in thy time of thine anger. And so this is kind of the opposite of what we see happening in the New Testament with Jesus on the cross, with Stephen while he's being stoned. The forgiving, this is him saying, remember it, God, get them. And so a different angle there in the Old Testament on the wrath of God. And then he went and broke a vessel to demonstrate how that they would be broken, and a broken vessel. Just the contrast from chapter 18 to chapter 19. The vessel in 18, while it's still in the process of being created, he can change it, he can improve it, he can remake it. But once it's broken, it's over. And that's what he was demonstrating to Jerusalem and to the people of Judah, to the kings and those that came through that gate. It's broken, it's over, and judgment is coming. And then there's the various ones, Pashur, who put him in stocks and bonds, Jeremiah, and God bringing judgment against him, prophesying against him that he would go into Babylon and that he would die there and be buried in Babylon. And then in chapter 20, verse 12, he said, thou triest the reins and seest triest the righteous and seest the reins in the hearts. And so we know that God is the one that we're dealing with. God, you judge me, know me, cleanse my heart, purify me, help me, remove any wicked way from me, help me to walk in the paths of righteousness for your name's sake, God. I want my life to give you glory. I want it to give you praise. I don't want to be seen in a negative light, God, but I want to give you glory. So work in me, God, transform me, make me what I need to be. And then he begins to prophesy against the Philistines, and then against the land of Tyre and Zidon and Moab and the various cities, and saying that they will be broken and they will be torn down, and the horn of Moab will be cut off. And so judgment is coming. So the main thing for us today is to maintain a repented walk with God. Cleanse me, God. Remove every wicked way. Help me to walk in righteousness. Help me to do what is right. Help me to be everything you want me to be, so that you receive the glory from my life. God bless you.